Hello, welcome to this video, and this is how I hire and train my free BAs. So what we're gonna cover, and as always, don't forget to implement. You can watch as much videos as you want, but if you don't take action, if you don't start applying everything that you see, you will never get any results. So yeah, just get to work and stop procrastinating. First thing that we're gonna cover is where to find the BAs. By the way, those are commission based, so it's free until they do the job. So the hiring process, the group channel, live training, metrics and competition, and yeah. So the first thing that I have to tell to all of you is do not automate something that is not working. When you automate or when you delegate something, the only things that it does, it amplifies it. If something is working and you automate it, it's going to work several times more than you are doing now by yourself. But if you try to automate or delegate something that you are doing at the moment that is not working, it will never work, okay? Before you automate something, you have to make sure that that thing is working, get a proof of concept, make sure that everything is going well, and then and only then you can automate it. Back then when I was starting, and I was thinking that all these gurus were trying to, I don't know, don't let us grow or something like that, but it's actually true. Do not automate something that's not working. Okay, that's the first thing. We can continue. So where to find the BAs? Actually, it doesn't matter. You have a bunch of places to find those: Upwork, Facebook groups, Fiverr, LinkedIn, Reddit, etc. It's not the thing. It's not where. You have to qualify them. Actually, you have to convert them. You have to onboard them. So yeah, what I used Upwork. I use Facebook groups. I even use Fiverr, LinkedIn, Reddit. I use everything. The best platform that I found, it was Upwork, and yeah, this training is going to be mostly based on Upwork. Okay, so yeah, the hiring process. First thing, the job post. Let me show you really quick how this works. Okay, as you can see, I've been doing this for a long time, since 2023, and I was, I don't know, 15 years old maybe. And let me show you, for example, a job post. Okay, this is a job post. Here's a short summary about it, but the responsibilities, requirement, compensation, etc. Also, this is mandatory to do it on Upwork, so you will have to do it. Also, a quick question: Are you? Oh, it sounds a bit scammy, to be honest. Are you ready to make money? And yeah, by the way, if you're using Upwork, when you're working with contractors or BAs in Upwork, they will prefer to pay them outside of Upwork, because Upwork takes a big commission. So yeah, as you can see, I've never hired on Upwork. Okay, I never hired using Upwork, paying through Upwork. But yeah, it's a great place to find people, but just pay them outside of it. Okay. By the way, you will also find this document in the description of the video. So yeah, hiring document with go through everything. You can copy and paste it. And you will get several similar results. Okay, so yeah, once that's a job post basically. Then after job post, you will get a lot of proposals, basically people that reply to your job posts that are interested. Okay, for example, let me show you the messages. For example, this from 2023. I don't do this much longer. Okay, I have not at this moment. I have a person that manages the hiring process and the training for those people. For example, let's see this one. It's a guy that has recently risen to me. Okay, but as you can see, the conversation started in 2023, and yeah, here are the messages. For example, once they send a proposal, you basically send in this a quick message saying thank you for applying for the position of appointment set of our home service agency, etc., and explain them that how much they are gonna earn, etc. And yeah, then send them a proper message on what they need to do as the onboarding process. Auto onboarding, okay. So here is it, auto onboarding. They basically they will have to onboard themselves. So by the way, this is actual training or actually auto onboarding that I use for my agency. So yeah, before you start, what do you need? Here are some basic stuff like a phone, computer, access to Instagram, internet, etc. At this moment, and I try to do all the basically to hire BAs on commission on other outreach methods, but to be honest, the best that I have found is DMs, Instagram, Facebook, also in Facebook rooms. But for example, regarding cold calling and all the kind of outreach method doesn't work that well, because you have to understand one thing, okay, that you are paying those people on commission, okay. You will never get the results as paying them on a fixed on a base salary plus commission, for example. So then I will show you some strategies to incentivize these people and keep them working. But yeah, if you want to do it on commission, and by the way, your goal when you're hiring on commission is to pick the people that are performing properly and move them in a base salary, okay. But you are not risking, okay. When you're hiring on commission, you are not losing no money. You can try, you can see the people how work, how perform, etc. So yeah, here's the first step of the auto onboarding process with the terms and conditions. Basically, here's the document with everything regarding the partnership, the work partnership, because we are not employing these people. They are contractors, okay, they are BAs, and we have to clarify that, okay, request an aged Instagram account. This is something that we have because you will need several Instagram accounts, aged Instagram accounts at like six months. Start DMing people with those and sending DMs, okay. So yeah, to all those people you will have to provide aged Instagram accounts, and if not, they can use their personal account. But it's not recommended as the vast majority of these people are from countries like Philippines, Pakistan, stuff like that. And when someone from the US gets a message from someone of those countries, probably thinks that they are going to scam them, and even more if they are offering them something marketing related, etc. So yeah, just give them an aged account with a generic United States name. I don't know, maybe depending on your location and who are you targeting. If you're targeting people, businesses in France, etc., you get my point, okay. So yeah, then the SOP, they have to read and understand the SOP on how the messages works, how to send DMs, how to do the follow-ups, how to handle objections, how to track your progress and do the metrics, and how to qualify leads for appointment. Because by the way, we pay for qualified leads, we don't pay for any type of leads, because the only thing that if we paid for all the appointments, even though they weren't qualified. My sales team will be losing the time, we will be losing money, etc. So yeah, make sure and clarify that you only pay for qualified booked appointments. That's it, okay? And then the WhatsApp group, okay? Once you get to all those people, you auto onboard all those people, you need a place to be connected with all those people, okay? Where you share dates, where you set meetings, because you have to keep in touch with those people, okay? And the best thing to do it is setting an actual meeting, Zoom, etc. Call them, I don't know, maybe once a week, or I don't know, 2 or 3 times a week, depending on the performance that they got. So yeah, also celebrate wins, stay connected as a team. All of these people can ask questions and you will have to answer them, which by the way they will ask a lot, because if it's not properly clarified how the work is going to be, they will have a lot of questions. And you get it, because this is what you do, okay? But someone that gets this position, let's call it, and say, yeah, you have to send DMs to businesses in this place, in this niche, they will be a bit shocked and have some questions. So yeah, answer those questions and be there for the team. And then the last, be ready to work when they have everything. So yeah, they can start working. And let's go back to the presentation, to post, answers, auto onboarding, group chat, and yeah, as I said, Upwork. Upwork is the platform that I use, that they mostly use over all this time to get BAs, not only BAs but also other members of the team, social media content creators, etc. And yeah, group chat. I use WhatsApp for the group chat. So this is how one of our groups looks like. Okay, outreach team, have a live trainer in the description of the group chat. And as you can see, plus 63, plus 2034. Most of these people will probably be from Pakistan, Philippines, etc. In Upwork, you can also add or actually target the place or the location of the people that send the proposal to you. I recommend this kind of contrast, to be honest, because they are going to be the cheapest ones. They have a lot of disponibility, and it's not something that relate. For example, those people, especially the Pakistanis and Indians, have a strong accent, but as they aren't doing anything, any speaking or anything, just texting through Instagram DMs, it's fine. And live training. Let me show you this live training. I mean, this is, I think it was my first live training that I had. As you can see, I was still a kid here. I think I was 15 years old, or maybe 16. But as you can see, you get all the people in the group, all the people that they auto onboard themselves and get into the WhatsApp group, etc. Basically, sorry about that. Okay, and basically show them exactly how they are gonna do their work. Okay, how they are going to send the messages, as you can see, showing them how it works. Here on my laptop, showing Instagram how everything works, the SOPs. Basically, explain to them everything. Okay, on how everything works. And yeah, that will be the live training. Here I'm answering some questions, but it is the best training. And by the way, before having this live training, you have to basically create hype in this live training, okay, just to ensure that people joins and have as much people as possible in the team, okay. And by the way, that was one kind of training for the group itself. But for example, if you had another idea, or you have something that you want to implement or anything, it's not necessary to have a specific training about that, where actually you can show them in the weekly calls with the team, but also you can do it by Loom. So yeah, let me show you. For example,
great way to get easy.
For example, this is a training on how to set appointments using Facebook groups. Okay. By the way, everything will be in the description. But yeah, as you can see, for example, here's a list of Facebook groups, etc. You can see a bunch of them on my niche, roofing, basically home service business. And is the actual SOP and the messages. Okay, so yeah, that will be, as you can see, you can create Looms and send them to the group. And so yeah, that will be. Okay, so yeah, let's continue. Metrics and competition. Very important to track their metrics. Create a spreadsheet with the login details of the accounts and also with the metrics itself. And by the way, this will be also in the description. So yeah, and competition, this is something very important, something that I mentioned before, is that those people would not perform as you like, okay? Something that you have to realize, something that you have to have in mind. Those people are getting paid on a commission. So what you're going to do is you're going to incentivize those by bonuses, by competition, basically. For example, something that they do is for the person that books the most amount of appointments in that week will get a $50 bonus, for example. Or the person that books, or for example, when you book your first meeting, you get a bonus. When you get 5 meetings, 5 appointments, you get a bonus, etc. Simply to incentivize those people, to keep them working, and to, yeah, basically to reward them for working and doing the job, because they're not getting paid as a salary, okay? So yeah, that's something that you have to have in mind. And yeah, keynotes, once again, don't forget to implement. As I told you, you can watch all the videos that you want. You can be hours and hours on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, whatever you want. Just consume it. But if you don't take action, if you don't get to work, nothing will never happen, okay? So yeah, first keynote, volume is key. The more messages you send, the more appointments you set. This is something really important that you have to have in mind, and not only with PAs but for everything. Call positive responses and do it ASAP. Never send the calendar link, and never send the calendar link, okay? If you get someone that is interested in your service, pick up the phone, okay? Give them an intro call and set up an actual meeting, okay? But never send a calendar link through Instagram. Try to book them like that, okay? Because as an agency owner, the thing that you have to do is remove as much friction as possible, okay? If you have some friction, for example, instead of sending the calendar link, it will be even better to just ask them, okay? For example, do you have some availability on Thursday? And then when he answers, say morning or afternoon, etc. But yeah, this is something really important. As an agency owner, you have to remove as much friction as possible, okay? Third keynote, follow-ups are the key. Make sure they follow up with each prospect. 99.9% of the time they are going to get a response in a follow-up, so make sure to do those. And yeah, you will need more than one Instagram account, and at least should be 6 months old. So yeah, here's a website that I usually buy aged Instagram accounts. Okay, for example, aged Instagram accounts 2 to 4 years mixed, and you can choose how many accounts you want. For example, if you need 50, this will be the total. Add to the card. I mean, you can also even pay with crypto, but I mean, it doesn't matter. But here is it, very important. So yeah, I give for you, by the way, as I said, everything that I mentioned in this video is available in the description. My scripts, tracking sheets. Also, if you prefer a written video version of this video, is also available in the description. Everything, the hire process with the sequences, next message when they are interested, onboarding tasks, etc. Also the training, the auto onboarding, and the terms and conditions, etc. Everything is in the description of this video. So yeah, and that will be for today. Make sure to implement everything and subscribe and follow. Have a great day.